job builder, which I think, I know one of you have. I know you guys have a job builder, but I don't know if anyone else does. But we have a job builder, which also could be an assembly builder. It could be for blending if you're in the chemical industry. It can be used for variations, but the whole purpose of the job builder is that you have one or many products in inventory, and you're going to assemble them, sell them as a set, a kit, maybe mix two products together, but you're selling them as a completely different product ID. So in the case yesterday we were talking where you have all your packages, you could purchase the packages, bring them in, and then you could use the job builder to create the assembly and sell it as a complete package. I know that some people buy individual parts and they create an assembly and they sell it as an assembly piece. And then again, chemical industry, when you have your product, you mix water, you make a blend, or maybe mix multiple chemicals, and then you resell it as a different product once you do that. So that's what this does. It basically takes what you have in inventory and makes it into a new product. So starting out, there's a little bit of setup and a couple things that you need in order to do this. So the first thing is you need the end product to exist. So at the product level, you would need to have added the product, the end result, into VISCO. So this guy, CSP264, he's already there. This is the guy we're going to use. This is our end product. In the end, this is what we want to create. And you guys will have this designated assembly field. And in here is where you dictate all of the products and the quantity of each product to create one finished assembly, job, kit, product, etc. So down here at the bottom, I don't know if you all can see this, but you have a field to add a new component, and you would click on that. You would select the product ID in VISCO, enter your quantity and the unit of measure, and if you needed to add a description or something to that effect, you certainly could. And then you would click Update. In this case, you can see we have, to create this product, we have two components. We have CSM262, which requires two pieces, and 1091L, which is one piece. So this is one part of the setup. You need to, of course, in here, have the pieces that pretty much are going to make up the end result. Also, under General, you need to have specified a default purchase unit of measure, because we need to know how it needs to be in the system when we bring it back in. So another piece of setup is you have to have...
Aaron?
Yeah?
Question for me on that, something.
Yeah.
For the chemical business, when we're doing a blend or a reaction, it's not like building furniture, it's not, you don't have exact parts, so you're going to run into, not full amounts. So one manufacturer, I'll send raw material to them, and they may supply some raw material and a processing cost. Are we going to be able to do that if I get the exact pounds they produce at a certain cost, and then the amount of pounds for the raw material plug in there? Is that going to be able to create, and then as long as we know what finished pounds were, or I'm just wondering how that's going to work.
I don't know. I know that we have done one for someone that allowed a tolerance of variation on the quantities that were used, but I don't know about the finished product updating it afterwards, how that would affect the
We
system.
have another, because one product we make the liquid reaction, and then we take it and we dry it. So there's going to be a variance on the liquid side, and then there's also going to be a variance on the drying side. So if there's no way to put some areas of variance in it, that might work. Because right now what's happening is we're doing 1 and 0. We're selling the product at $0, raw materials at $0, and then we're pulling it through, and then in the gross profit reports it shows up as losing tons of money on this level, but then we're making a ton of money at this one. And then you have to kind of just guess, not guess, but you can subtract it to really figure out which responsibility is.
We have actually similar, it's now, to process, and we don't really sell the yarn, so we just send there and there will be cost involved, and send it back and then sell it to the customer.
Has a different product ID or is the same product ID?
It will be under the same product.
It would be a
Yours
little
will be a different product.
different product ID.
After it's processed.
You'd have raw product, you probably have raw material and finish.
No. There's other processing that, yeah.
This would be for pretty probably, if you had one product ID, you sent it out, and then you were bringing it back as a different product ID to resell it to a customer. So for your question, I think we could probably build in a variance, because I think we kind of already have someone in the warehouses already.
That, if you know what the end product is, and you basically have a fault tolerance and you sort of set, it's some rough percentages. And it's so long as it falls within that range, we'll accept it.
Tolerance meaning, I want to create this new product, I want 5 pounds of it, and I have, say it's at 1 point, I only have 4 pounds, I have 6 pounds available, and how do the tolerance work?
Usually, you had more of a case of like a shawl. In that case, if the weight is greater than the 5 pound weight, that's okay. If you were sort of making things out of thin air, that's the problem.
Yeah, counts for us.
So the other piece of this is you actually have to have your inventory in order to build, assemble, or whatever your product. So you have to inventory management. I'm going to check my warehouse. All pieces, parts, etc., need to be in the same warehouse. You can't assemble from multiple warehouses. So in this case, from JD Private, I'm seeing for my products. Which ones did I have? I wrote them down because I cheated. I have here 109, 100. I have 996 pieces, so I have plenty available to make whatever I need to. And I, on my CSP 264, or 262, sorry, I have 4,872 pieces. So I'm good, I can make a couple. So as long as I have what I need, then I can use the builder. So you come to report, custom reports, and then we're going to select our job builder. There are a couple little different variations to the job builder. We have one for venture versus lot, depending on your setup. There's also another variation where if you needed to add an additional cost value to whatever you're doing, maybe service, freight costs, etc., you have the ability to add that on another variation as well. So coming into the builder, you start off with your quantity. So let's just say we're going to make 10. And then you have actually a receipt number, just like you would normally if you were doing a container or anything like that. Just throw something in there, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to select the warehouse I want to begin in. So I want to pull everything from JD Private. And then I want to create in this drop-down. It will only show you products that actually have items listed in that designated assembly tab. So it's not going to show you your entire product list. It's only going to show you items that you can actually build. So you select your end product, and then it brings in, and it shows you the actual parts that are required. And you can see here, we have the CSM 262. It does the math for us because I needed 2 pieces of this product. I want to make 10, so I need 20 pieces of this product. In this case, it's the only product. This is the only venture available for me to use. It tells you you have 4,800 or so available. How many do I want to use? I want to use 20. When I did that, you can see it takes the landed cost, the LPC, and it does the math for us. And it says, okay, if I take 20 pieces from this venture, I'm removing a value of $6.60 from this venture. Then down here you can see I have I have 4 ventures that actually would be available. You can see quantity available on these are 0 on this one. That means the venture's in warehouse, but actually the quantity is in use, it just hasn't been shipped. This one has 1 piece available, well that's not going to help me. You can see this bottom one here, I have 996 pieces available, and I need 10. So I'm going to pull 10 from here. It pulls in everything, so you have the ability to pick and choose where you want to take your quantity from. You're not, it's not set in stone. So I'm going to take my 10. It does the math for me as well. So it's going to, if I remove 10 pieces from this venture, it's going to remove $22.60 in value. Why this is here is because what we're going to do, what this is going to do when I click this button, is it's actually going to do an inventory adjustment for both of those ventures and remove the quantity. Then it's actually going to create a venture for the assembled product for 10 pieces at this value and put it in the JD private warehouse for us automatically so that we don't have to create a PO. It does everything for you. It takes everything out and it brings the 1 piece back in, or the 1 product back in. So you hit create job build.
The net effect on inventory value should be 0
Yes.
until you start adding costs.
Right. And the only thing with this that it does not do is transfer the actual costs. So if you wanted to, right now, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, there's an accrual out there for this venture for the value. Or is it Mark? Is it?
I don't know.
Me neither. Terrible. Okay. So now we come to inventory management, and we look in JD Private. Scrolling down to our existing ventures, 10910, you can see our quantity has dropped. You can also see on CSM 262 the quantity dropped by 10 as well. And then it actually pulls in as venture number 80,000. And what it does, or I should say purchase order 80,000. And what it does is it uses that purchase order number. And if you had created or done an assembly, a build, etc. beforehand, it just adds another shipment on here. So you can see this is the 4th time we've done used a job builder for this product. If it hadn't, then it would have added a line onto that order and it would have been 2-1, etc. But you can see here's your product. This vendor we used as VISCO kit. You can use any vendor you want, just let us know. And then it tells you you have 10 pieces in warehouse that are available. If we looked at this venture, under venture analysis, go venture analysis. You can see the latest projected cost is $2.92. So it pulled over the value. So this actually answers our question. It pulls over the value, the total value of what we removed from inventory and now added this in is $29.20. So what you would have to do still is remove the cost value from the old ventures and transfer it to here if you wanted to, or I'm sure we could get fancy on the other end if you needed us to. But that's kind of, we have some people now, like even Brad was saying, that they create the purchase order, they sell it to themselves at $0, bring it back in as a new product ID for people that do this. And this is the alternative to you guys having to do all that extra work.
Karen,
Yeah.
by adding additional costs, how many additional costs can you add?
Right now, I think there's a variation that has 1, but I mean, I'm sure we could add other. I think it's a little checkbox that says add cost and have the value in it, and then we create,
So for
we
us,
could.
it's something like packaging, pallets, stuff like that.
If we can do 1, I'm sure we can